The projects that we have currently going right now include, we're finishing up our big partnership with the Elkhart River Restoration Association up in the agricultural areas for erosion control. And this was almost a $400,000 grant that the ERRA was actually the agent of. And we are finishing up at the outflow of Dillon Creek, and the ag areas are a lot of our challenge areas because of the erosion and bringing in the phosphorus where the blue-green algae comes from. Other projects that we'll be working on is a sediment basin and tree planting behind the middle school that flows into Martin Creek and Leland Addition. That's been a problem area for us, and we continue to engage in projects there. That's a Great Lakes Commission project. The DNR Lake and River Enhancement, like Eurasian water milfoil treatment, and they're always a good partner for us. But one project that everyone can get a feel for is right here on our Education Center property. We're actually restoring these wetlands and the habitat, and it's a partnership between the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, the Kosciuszko County Community Foundation, and Blair. And working on the Trail 2 area right now, and we'll be going up and around the shoreline, actually, and back down here to our future amphitheater site. So that's a really exciting project for us.
So the first thing we can do to help our water quality here is to think about putting those glacial rocks. So many things. You don't get this scouring effect on the seawall anymore when you put in those glacial stones. So this is a poster that Lynn Crichton was able to furnish me, a lecture she had, and this is also from the Michigan Sea Grant Foundation. But I thought this poster was interesting because we never look at seawalls like this. When we're on the lake and we're out in our boats, we're going around and we kind of look at the cottage, maybe we look at their flowers, but we don't look at it like this. But this is a very unnatural shoreline now. And this is the norm now on this lake. It has been for a long time. And this is our culture. And my job and Bill's job is to change that culture.
Sediment ends up in Lake Michigan. Okay, it gets through our system, goes all the way from Turkey Creek to Elkhart River to St. Joe, ends up in Lake Michigan. Okay? So, we saved 1,460 tons of sediment with these projects. Yeah. That's incredible. Now, you wonder why Betsy's up here? Betsy weighs about 100 pounds, right? How many pounds are in a ton? 2,000. 2,000. So Betsy only weighs 100 pounds, right? So how many pounds of sediment have we saved?
How many Betsy's?
What?
How many Betsy's?
How many Betsy's? How many Betsy's? 2,920,000 Betsy's.
Raised about $2 million of that $5 million to date, so we are on target, and we have 3 years yet, and we are working very hard. Now, what are we going to do with that $5 million? Well, we had 4 basic initiatives. We were, one, going to expand the educational program, something that Diana is very interested in. 2, we were going to help ourselves in the area of land acquisition, and Tom Yoder has done a great job. You hear his name all the time in these meetings and events, and we're going to ask Tom in a moment to give you a report about land acquisition. 3, Heather cobbled together a list of specific projects, remediation projects to undertake, and David Brandis, and we'll talk about that in education. And 4, to create an endowment. Now this morning, Nate gave us a 5th, so apparently we're going to tarp Lake Wawasee. So, Nate, we'll add that to our list of things we're going to do. But it's Philanthropy is the lifeblood of the whole organization. We can't do the things we want to do. We can't meet the mission without your gifts and support.